Hey everyone, it's Hanwich, and this is my first video with camera on my YouTube. I have posted my VODs, but I don't necessarily count that. But I have a very special project that I want to show off. I have been working on a Pride Valley build in The Sims. I've been working on this build for about a year off and on. I started it last year and then kind of forgot about it. So this lot has one of every Pride flag. And I started to make a tiny home for every Pride flag, but I started to run out of room and I had to build 4 homes that have multiple flags in them. So as we go along, I'll kind of explain that a little bit. And then as we go along, you'll see the landscaping. I tried to match the outside landscaping with the Pride flags that are inside the house. So first up, we have our first very vibrant house. I tried to add as many skill building items as I could. So you'll see this little plant that gets you the gardening skill and some fun. Different, like the video game consoles or easels. I have computers everywhere. Bookshelves, books. Instruments in some of them. We have our community garden with I think this is the bees, the mites insect farm. I initially thought of this last year when The Sims put out a free update that gave us all of the different Pride flags, these decors, this different decor, these little flags, this one, and then we also got beds. Now, not every flag has a corresponding bed, so later on in the build, you'll see that I had to get kind of creative. And I tried to do a different vibe for each house as well. And I apologize if the spinny is like a little much, but I'm on console, so I don't have perfect control over the camera. Sometimes it just kind of spins how it wants to. Some colors were harder than others to try to match to different woods and decor, and you'll definitely see that in later houses as well. I try to put, before we come in there, I try to put benches periodically in the build outside and other fun things that I'll point out. I typically customize these a little bit more than what you'll see here. So I typically put picture frames in my builds or more decor than this, but for lagging reasons, I didn't know how it would lag, if any, so I wanted to try and have minimal decor just so it wouldn't lag or cause other people's consoles or computers to lag as well. Over here, we have some pretty picnic tables, and this is a blanket that is also... So I think you can stargaze on this, but that you can also woohoo in these blankets. So, oh, I also forgot there is another spot to woohoo over here. So I have 2 dumpsters like that on this lot. And then I have a community grilling area. Like, some of these houses are going to be more bare than others, and that's just because I had a hard time finding items for them. Like, color-wise. And someone might see this and be like, oh, well, you could have used this item, and I probably forgot about some items. This house, I uploaded it to the gallery without this wallpaper, so if you choose to download this to the gallery, I do apologize, and you'll have to put this wallpaper on there yourself. Also, I did upload... Oh, I forgot to put kitchen decor, too. I did upload this as a regular residential because I wanted anybody that didn't have the rental, like the businesses and hobbies pack, to be able to download this. Because if you don't have the businesses and hobbies pack, and I would have made this a rental residential lot, I don't think it would let you download this at all. Over here, I have some fun swings and a bonfire pit. This one was the first one that didn't have a corresponding bed, and so I just had to wing it and go with the flow. So some of the colors are not quite exact, but I think I like how this ended up. Nice, dark and moody. Okay. I've been getting twisted. Oh, and I also... Now, I did put a mailbox at the front gate, but... So I think this is just going to be for more, like, aesthetics. This mailbox area. I'm not sure. It might function when you put it into a rental residential. So, I'm not sure. Another blanket and picnic area. This one I really liked. I liked this wood color against these colors. I also tried to step out of my comfort zone as far as doing different decor styles and not letting myself do things that I typically do. I wanted to finish this last year, but as some of you may know, I think around this time last year is when I'm not sure. Time time is unknown in my brain. This time last year, maybe, EA announced that there's a buyout happening. And that said buyout is not good for EA and The Sims and the consumers. And I, like other people, took a break from The Sims. Oh, you can see all the flowers glitching. Because we were pretty upset and didn't know what the future held for our favorite game. And I will actually put a link in the video description of resources about the buyout and how you can help the individuals that are trying to stop the buyout, because it's not completely set in stone yet. So people are still boycotting and trying to stop it from happening. But that to say, as the initial shock happened, I watched people use their platform for still playing The Sims, but also bringing awareness to the buyout of, hey, we can't let this happen. Let's talk about it while we play. So that's essentially why I'm not quite giving up on The Sims, and also because I have a lot of packs and a lot of money into this game. And it's one of my favorite games. So just because I'm not putting money into it anymore doesn't mean it's not one of my favorite games. Anyway, this is the first house that has multiple flags in it, and since these flags are all different colors, I decided to have the common rooms in a more muted neutral tone, because you'll see in the other houses that I brought the flag colors out into the common areas. This one I felt I should just keep it muted. I also try to keep the layouts different. Mostly different. I know some of them look the same, but I have 16 buildings on this lot, so I did the best I could with making them look somewhat different. We have 2 more blankets over here. I already showed that one. Picnic tables over here. This is another multi-level home. It was difficult trying to figure out how to make these 2 bedrooms different, but I decided to put a bookshelf in one and a bed in one and a desk in the other. And this one looks more dramatic. This one seems more light, bright. And then this little area, a upstairs, going up the stairs, is just a little sitting area with some books. Let me get myself unturned around. Okay. Here's this front door. This one I kind of struggled with as well because it didn't have a bed. So I had to decide on a theme for this one as well. And the living room the living room was quite difficult. So no hard feelings if anyone changes anything out. Here's our next multi-level. Very bright, vibrant. I'm gonna go over here. Here is a little library. I forgot to playtest this. See how the door opened with this flag on it like this. So if it doesn't work with the flag on it, I apologize. Hang on. No. This next one is one of my favorite rooms that I did. I might be biased because purple is my favorite color, but I love how vibrant it is. And like the anime rug and chair, the pancake stool. I want this mirror in real life. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to this house. And then we have these rock pieces as a fountain. And then I put, of course, the rainbow wallpaper. And then at night, I'll show you, it kind of glows. And then there's little lights everywhere. The glowy trees, lights all scattered around, little lanterns. But yeah, I'll show you what it is on the gallery. And I will link, I'll show on the screen what to type in for the gallery to find me, because my gallery ID is TwitchWitch2. That's what you have to type in to find me. Even if Hanwich built this. For some reason, when I changed my username, like, almost 2 years ago, it never, like, it never fully switched, like, linked. I'm not really sure. I I really haven't tried to get with EA or like The Sims to see if they can fully mesh, because it says it's by Hanwich, but if you try to look up Hanwich in the gallery, it's non-existent. So you have to type in TwitchWitch2. So I built 16 tiny-ish homes with every single pride flag in the game. Each flag has their own dedicated home or room, each with personalized decor and vibe. Plenty of communal spaces. I hope you enjoy, and happy Pride. I was not. Oh, hang on. Hello? Crap. Okay. I was not looking at how much it was going to cost as I was building, so I apologize at how much it is costing. That is a lot. I built this on a 64 by 64 lot. The one that I used, I am in Ravenwood. I don't recall if there's any more 64 by 64 lots off the top of my head, but that's just, and it says unowned packs just because The Sims, it's doing this weird thing where packs bought by other people show up that I have unowned them, even if I've been playing them for years. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this build. I had a lot of fun building it. Um, I I think I'm gonna start a kind of a new series over on my Twitch of finishing forgotten builds. Um, forgotten builds and forgotten builds that I have on my spreadsheet. So if that interests you, go ahead and follow me on Twitch, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye!